As a lot of you may know, Kawhi Leonard wasn't actually drafted by the Spurs. He was actually drafted by the Pacers and traded pretty much right away. What if the Pacers kept Kawhi Leonard? I found this scenario where pretty much you just jump right into the draft and you just continue on from here. I would love to see how this goes and how it turns out. I believe they should still have Paul George and all that, so this is going to be amazing. Yeah, they still have Paul George, Roy Hibbert, Danny Granger, and now Kawhi Leonard. This is a great team, and I think with Kawhi Leonard and a young Paul George, this team can go very far. LeBron takes home MVP this season. Isaiah Thomas on the Celtics is your Rookie of the Year. Isaiah Thomas is also your sixth man. This man's going crazy. 25 points off the bench? Nah, something's off with this. And then KG is your Defensive Player of the Year. The Pacers are the 5th seed in Kawhi's rookie season, so I think we can do some cool things. I don't remember if Dwight is still on the Magic. We'll find out. It's simulate game 1. We take game 1. This is a good sign. No, it looks like Vince Carter, Rashard Lewis, Marcin Gortat, and Paul George is the leading scorer with 19 points. We have Jeremy Lin. Okay, we're not losing. But Kawhi Leonard with 15. You love to see it. We are blowing them out. 0-3. Looks like they're going to take one game, but there's no way they can consistently keep this up, right? Kawhi was the leading scorer in that game, and JJ Redick on the other end. Okay, they're starting to make a crazy comeback. Do not let this happen, bro. We were up 3-0. Vince Carter's going off on you. Paul George, he's really being playoff P this playoffs because I have yet to see him have a good game. Yes, they didn't choke. They finally won. We're moving on to the second round. Paul George with 21. I'll be honest, there's a lot of people on this team that can score, so I don't see like Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, going off on insane scoring runs. But if the team gels well together, I think they can go very far. Vince Carter is still the leading scorer on this end. And now we're taking on the 8th-seeded Milwaukee Bucks. Come on, we can beat them. They take game 1 for some reason. Danny Granger was our leading scorer, and on the other end, Brandon Jennings is their guy. Okay, we're up 3-1. This is what I expected. It's a 3-point game with 123 on the clock. If you look at the scout advice, it says Kawhi Leonard is injured. Hopefully, he's still playable. The Pacers have the ball. They need to close this 3-point lead, and they need to do it fast. Collison bringing it up. I believe that's Jennings guarding him. Kawhi with powering through his injury. Here we go. Post work from the rookie. Shoots, and no luck there. That was a wide open shot, but he was just unable to convert. Martin on the other end. Do not let him. Come on. Paul George, step up. Jennings, their star player. Down to Bogut. Bogut playing bully ball and scores! Okay. They look like he got hit in the face or something with the way he shot it, but still goes in. Collison, they need to answer back. 5-point game. To Kawhi. What's he thinking here? Back to Collison. To George. To Granger. Granger is just unable to get around. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. 3-point game. Good shot there. Bogut passing now. No, they're getting around them on the inbound. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, passes out to Martin. I feel like he missed that wide open layup. But Jennings, here we go. He says he'll get another one. That's fine. Jennings to Bogut. Good defense on him. Could not score. Good timeout there from Indiana. They need a 3, and they need a 3 fast. Hansbrough to Collison. 16 seconds on the clock. Roy Hibbert at the 3-point line for some godforsaken reason. Layup and scores! Wow, they decide to opt for a layup. Okay, they're going to have to foul here. They have a foul to give, apparently. Is that Drew Gooden? Drew Gooden inbounding to Neal, to Jennings. And okay, they have 8 seconds. They need Jennings to miss 1 free throw. Will it happen? Makes the first one and makes the second one. They need to answer with a 3. They're out of timeouts. This is not a good situation to be in. Collison, what are they thinking here? Shoots and no luck. How disappointing. They still have a game or 2 to give, but that is still disappointing. Paul George, the leading scorer with 26, and injured Kawhi Leonard with 24 points. He's really stepping up for the team, but Brandon Jennings is turning into that guy in this simulation. It's fine. We're still up 3-2. We can still win this. And it looks like they took my words to heart because they absolutely blow out the Bucks to take on the Chicago Bulls. Jennings was held to 21 points. Nice. And on the other end, Paul George stepped up. Playoff P shows up with 27 points. Well, the Western Conference goes through a grueling battle of Los Angeles. Paul George and Kawhi will have to take on Derrick Rose. And Derrick Rose takes game 1. 39 points and 31 from Walden. Come on, you can't let this. What? No one on our team even put up 20? That's insane. 3-0. Do not get swept. Do not get swept. All right, we get absolutely blown out and swept. How about that? I don't think our team was ready this year. Within a season or 2, though, we will be. 42 points from Rose, Sean Livingston was our leading scorer. Come on now. Kawhi could not hit a three to save his life. Paul George had 4 points, bro. And the Clippers end up winning it all with Blake Griffin taking home the finals MVP. Going into season 2, Kawhi is already an 87, but most of this team is on a 1-year deal, it seems like. Either a 1 or 2 year deal. So I think within a season or two, this team is going to be completely shooken up. Derrick Rose takes home the MVP this season. Anthony Davis is Rookie of the Year. Steve Nash is Sixth Man of the Year. And Defensive Player of the Year is Tyrese Thomas. And I genuinely, wow, the Bulls are going crazy. I was going to say, I genuinely wonder where our boy is. And the Pacers are the 2nd seed. We have improved drastically. I don't see us losing against Brooklyn, so I'm just going to simulate the first round. Okay, that was actually way closer than I'd like it to be. And the last game, Darren Collison was the leading scorer. And Brooklyn had Brook Lopez and J.R. Smith. Not enough of a duo to defeat us. Washington takes game 1 against us with John Wall going off for 34 and Danny Granger being the leading scorer on the other end. How are we down? How? No. We do not want this. We do not want to get swept in the second round. And it doesn't matter what we want because we get swept in the second round this time. I definitely think we're a better team than that. As the Thunder win it all, as KD takes home the finals MVP. And this universe is probably not leaving OKC for the Warriors at this point. The team has definitely changed a little bit. So we have DeAndre Jordan here to replace Roy Hibbert. Derrick Rose takes home another MVP. Giannis is your Rookie of the Year. And Kawhi is your 6th Man of the Year. Why are they having him come off the bench? He's putting up 26, 5, and 3, bro. He should be MVP soon. But yeah, apparently that works because Indiana is the 1st seed. And I'm just going to simulate round 1. Yeah, we freaking swept him. Holy crap. Derrick Rose won MVP as the 4th seed. And I'm genuinely curious what we're doing here because the Nets have what? Devin Harris and Jared Jack? Well, Kawhi is going up. This man is all coming off the bench doing this insane stuff. All right, we have to once again take on Derrick Rose, and I think we can beat them for sure. Okay, game 1, we take that. Kawhi with 22 and 7. It seems like he's consistently that guy right now. Yeah, we're up 3-0. It's a 3-point game with 14 seconds left on the clock. The Bulls have a chance to tie this. Let's see what happens. The Bulls have the ball. The pressure is real. Derrick Rose needs to defend his MVP legacy. Shoots and bang! He manages to hit and tie. All they need now is a good defensive possession. They just need to stop the offense. Here we go. Collison bringing it up to Leonard. Wide open 3 and no luck. We are going to overtime. It's a 2-point game in overtime with 1:15 on the clock. Derrick Rose could come back here or Kawhi Leonard could just be too much for him. Let's see. All right, DeAndre Jordan inbounding here to Collison. Collison. Can he get around him? No. Passing down to Brand. Brand shoots that difficult shot, but it goes in, extending the lead to 4 points. DeAndre Jordan is definitely outplaying Joakim Noah. Oh, what a crazy pass. I didn't even finish my sentence and Joakim Noah wants to change it. Here comes Collison. Bringing it up here. Derrick Rose, great defense there, steals it. Here's their chance to tie. Jimmy Butler bringing it up with some good defense. And Noah, back-to-back points, tying the game. Jeremy Lin and Jimmy Butler going at it apparently as Collison brings it up. Here we go. Derrick Rose, great defense out to Jeremy Lin. Jimmy Butler on him now. Here comes the screen from DeAndre. Unable to capitalize there. George, where's Kawhi? Oh, that's right. He's coming off the bench. But George shoots that and no luck there. There's 23 seconds left on the clock. They could run it out if they so choose and then take a smart shot, or maybe they want to go 2 for 1 and maybe get a foul or something. I don't know. The bot sometimes doesn't know what the hell it wants, but looks like it's making the smart play here. 10 seconds. Waiting for the screen, it seems like. There it comes. They need to defend Rose. Rose! No! Passes out a wide open layup. What? They made that so unnecessarily difficult. They have 0.7 seconds now to get off a shot. Otherwise, we're going to double overtime. They need to get open like now. Here we go. Here we go. Passes. George shoots. Sure, it goes in. Was that past the buzzer? Was that past the buzzer? They're gonna have to review it. 3. There's a 0.1 and no, he was unable to release the shot before the buzzer. So it looks like we are going to be going to double overtime here. And it looks like in double overtime, the lead is just too much here. They're not going to be able to catch back up as the Pacers get away with it. Derrick Rose had 51 points and it just was not enough. They had multiple people on the Pacers end with 20 plus points. It was a team effort all around. Looks like we're going to be taking on the 6th-seeded Charlotte Hornets. I honestly don't think this is even going to be a struggle. Let's see what happens. What? They take game 1. Kawhi with 24, Kemba with 35. We can't hold Kemba. Come on now. We're up 3-2. Things are looking really good. Kawhi in the last game with 29 points. I think we can win this. Going into overtime, it is a 3-point game with 1:18 left on the clock. Let's see what happens. The Hornets have both the ball and the lead. The Pacers need a really, really good defensive possession, but as we've seen from a couple of the box scores, they have had trouble containing Kemba in certain games. So let's see what happens here. Kemba with a big man on him here. Henson running out the clock a little bit. What's he thinking? To Robinson. Here we go. Trying to get around Paul George. That was a difficult shot and no luck there. Good defensive effort from the team. Kawhi bringing it up. Passing to Paul George. What a great two-man play there. 1 point lead as Kawhi and Paul George doing what they're supposed to do. Teamwork making the dream work as Kemba bringing it up. Shoots it and bang! What a crazy off-centered shot, and he leads. Changes the lead here to 4 points as Kawhi is 32. Can he save the day? Lin lays it up with no luck. They're going to have to foul here. If you have to believe that if they make both, it's pretty much game. Here it is, the moment of truth. Kemba, without even, oh my God, hesitation, completely nails the first one. Doesn't even hit the rim. And no luck there. Okay, they have to move fast. Kawhi to Lin. Lin, easy layup. No, passing to George. And no, that's game. That's game. I can't believe it. I really thought they were going to win that one. Tobias Harris was their leading scorer. On the other end, Kawhi with 32. Game 7 here. This is not looking good. We do not want to lose to the Bobcats. 2-point game with 47 seconds left. It is game 7. This is it. If they can't win it here, they go back home. We have both the lead and the ball. Here we go. George, able to get around the defense, and I don't know how he missed that. He should have just dunked it, but whatever. Here we go. Kemba bringing it up now. Fancy footwork, shoots, and no luck there. We've seen him make some crazy shots there, so that's not maybe out of his range. And here we go. Down to Granger. What's he thinking here? Maybe slowing down the clock a little bit. Able to get around the defense and scores! Nice layup there from Danny Granger. This game could be out of reach here for the Bobcats. They need to hit some very quick points. Henson to Walker. Here we go. Walker trying to use that speed of his shoots and nails it! It is once again a 2-point game. They need some fouls and they need some luck their way. Collison, he needs to make both of these. Makes free throw number 1. And that is game. We did it. We are moving on to the finals with Kawhi Leonard really stepping up in 36 minutes as we take on the Kings. Tyreke Evans and DeMarcus Cousins are clearly a formidable team in the West, but do they have what it takes to defeat Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? Not in game 1, apparently, because Tyreke Evans had 21 and Boogie had 17. On the other end, Kawhi had 25 points. This is clearly a very competitive series. We're up 3-2 on them. Cousins with 21, Green with 20. It looks like a very defensive series as well because no one is scoring like a crazy high amount. Let's go ahead and hop in with the Simcast and hopefully we can win this one and it doesn't have to go to game 7. Yeah, we absolutely smoked them. There was no chance this was going to game 7. Not while Kawhi's around. He wins finals MVP putting up 31, 4, and 3. Here we go. He's starting to make his case for one of the greatest players of all time. Kawhi takes home the MVP putting up 35, 5, and 3. This is insane. 6th man of the year and then champion and then MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Jokic on the Warriors and Raymond Evans is your 6th man of the year. We are the 2nd seed in the East. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping we were first, but I think we have a good chance to repeat here. I'm just gonna simulate through the first round because I don't think we're gonna lose here. Yep, that's what I thought. We completely swept them. Isaiah Thomas and Paul Pierce along with Kevin Garnett, Rajon Rondo, and Yao Ming. What a crazy team. But yeah, Isaiah Thomas is just on a tear in these simulations sometimes. And then Kawhi in there with 43 and 11. Paul George is starting to get unleashed too. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And again, this is also a 6th seed, so I think we can just simulate the round. There we go. Against the 4th seed Chicago Bulls. I don't think we're losing this at all. How did we lose? Bro, we were going to go on a crazy run. I was going to be so happy. What happened in the final game? Kawhi with 36. I can't even blame the guy. I cannot even blame the guy. Where is playoff P? 14 points. That's it. It looks like the Bulls are going to end up winning it all with Derrick Rose going crazy. AD takes home MVP. Kristaps Porzingis is Rookie of the Year on the Jazz. Rajon Rondo is 6th man of the year, and Tyrese Thomas is once again Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi is still All-NBA first team. You know what? I was kind of hoping he'd win another one, but at least we are the 1st seed overall. Come on, we can easily sweep them, right? Yes, we do. Who do the Hawks even have? Is this Josh Smith, I believe? Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jamal Crawford. Is this ISO Joe, Al Horford? This is actually a decent team. They got Jeff Teague. All right, interesting. And on the other end, wow. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are just going crazy. This is what I want to see. And if we learned anything from last year, it's that I should not just simulate rounds. We take game one. Paul George is going off. 36 and 11 and 33 from Kawhi. Yeah, we're about to sweep. We are about to sweep 100%. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals with literally zero problem. And once again, we are taking on our arch nemesis, Derrick Rose. We take game one. Things are looking good. Kawhi with 41 points, Derrick Rose with 26. We're up 3-1 on them. We are going to get revenge. Let's see what happens. Doesn't look like we're going to get revenge this game, but there's still multiple games left. Please tell me we did good here. 34 from Kawhi. 42 from Derrick Rose. All right. This is quite the battle of the Titans. No, they're coming back. No, they forced a game 7. Don't let them do this to you, Kawhi. You're going crazy. Where is Paul George? 19 points. That's it. We did it. In game 7, when it mattered most, we were able to dethrone Derrick Rose with Kawhi putting up 50 points. And we were taking on the 8th seeded Los Angeles Lakers. Who do they have? Kobe Bryant, Gordon Hayward, Pau Gasol. We can beat them. We could definitely beat them. I mean, Kobe's still Kobe, but he is a little bit older. They take game 1. Kobe is not about to let this slide. 30 points and 33 from Kobe. We're up 3-2. Things are looking good. Leading scorer was Kawhi, and on the other end, Kobe was their leading scorer. And we are up way too much for me to even consider hopping in. The Pacers once again win it all, with Kawhi Leonard going off to win the finals MVP. This man's a monster. Did we just sign Zach Randolph and Andre Roberson? That is crazy. We have just beefed up this team. Derrick Rose takes home MVP and he looks super mad. He's like, I'm coming for you, Kawhi. I'm winning this year. Ben Simmons is Rookie of the Year and Sixth Man of the Year, and Tyrese Thomas is Defensive Player of the Year. Kawhi is only All-NBA second team this time around, but we are still the first seed. I'm very comfortable simulating this round, and that's what I thought. We've beaten Cleveland before, so maybe I'm getting my hopes up a little bit, but nah, we beat them. All right. Giannis could be a bit of a threat, so let's go ahead and simulate individual games. We take game 1. Kawhi with 32. Yeah, we're smoking them, dude. We are absolutely smoking them. The Pacers effortlessly make it to the finals once again, and we are taking on the OKC Thunder. We've already beaten the Kings in the past. This is actually really exciting because this is a new matchup. The Thunder take game 1. Kawhi with 41 points, but it wasn't enough because Durant, Westbrook, and Harden are all still together. They're up 3-2 on us. Zach Randolph was our leading scorer here, and Durant put up 41. This is not going to be easy. 3-point game with 1:35 on the clock. Anything can happen. We need to force a game 7. Let's see what's up. The Pacers have both the lead and the ball. Zach Randolph inbounding to Roberson. Where's my boy Kawhi? There's my boy Kawhi trying to get around the defense here. Can he make it? To Paul George, to Roberson. Back to Kawhi. Good teamwork here. Good passing. Giving Kawhi some space, and that's all he needs because he scores and gets the foul. This man is the Terminator. That is the most emotion I've ever seen him show in my life. And wow, he could not score, but it might not matter because it's a 5-point lead. I really thought he was going to nail that. Westbrook, what's he thinking here? He's running circles around his opponent here. Westbrook, ISOing, shoots, and unable to answer back. DeAndre Jordan, good rebound there to Sessions. Here comes Jody Meeks. Down to Randolph. I said Rudolph. The red-nosed reindeer. He scores. And we forced a game 7. Kevin Durant's 35 was not enough as Kawhi puts up 32. This has been a very competitive series, and that's what I like to see. And game 7, Kawhi is no joke. He came to play as they win another championship. Kawhi Leonard, once again, finals MVP, putting up 35, 5, and 5, basically. Kawhi takes home another MVP. This man is on a crazy run. Markelle Fultz is Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, Sixth Man of the Year. And Anthony Davis is your Defensive Player of the Year. We are, without fail, the first seed. And of course, we absolutely demolish Washington. 30 points in the final game from Kawhi, and John Wall had 26. You know what? I'm going to take a chance. We're going to simulate this and see what happens. Oh my God. We won. And we are taking on Giannis once again, but they are the 7th seed, so I'm not scared at all. Never mind, they take game 1, so maybe I should be scared. Only 25 from Kawhi on terrible efficiency. We're down 3-2. No way. Come on, we can catch up. That's what I thought. Game 7, we're simulating this. Wow. We lost. The Atlanta Hawks are going to the finals against the Clippers. And the Clippers, what do you know? Absolutely mollywop them. That should have been our ring. Kawhi, how dare you? Blake Griffin takes home MVP, putting up 30, 12, and 4. Luka is your rookie of the year in the Raptors. D'Angelo Russell, sixth man of the year. And Anthony Davis is defensive player of the year. Kawhi ends up on the third team? That's crazy. And we've been demoted to the third seed, but we are taking our old pal Derrick Rose. We take game 1. 46 from Kawhi. That is insane. All right, we're up 3-1. I think we win this. Yep, that's what I thought. And now we take on Philly, who I don't think they have most of their process players, but they still win 1 on us. 43 from Kawhi. Why? How? What happened? Not a single player on our team put up 15 points. The Clippers end up winning it all with Blake Griffin winning finals MVP. Kawhi once again takes home MVP. Yes, please be a comeback season. Zion is a rookie of the year. D'Angelo Russell is sixth man. And Giannis is the defensive player of the year. And we are once again the first seed. We have regained our throne. We're just going to simulate this round. What? How? You're the MVP, bro. 41 points, and Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler were just too much for us. How? Derrick Rose is this man's kryptonite, bro. I have no idea how or why that happened. Wow, they made it to the finals just to get swept by a team that Kawhi has already beaten. How about that? AD takes home MVP this season with Anthony Edwards, rookie of the year on the Heat. I don't know who this is, sixth man of the year, and Giannis is once again defensive player of the year. Kawhi is still All-NBA first team, so that means the team had to have done decently well. We are the second. Okay, there we go. Second is good. And yeah, their rookie is not going to be enough to defeat us. At least I hope. Come on, bro. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, you need to avenge yourself for what happened. And yeah, it doesn't even look like the Bulls made it this time around to the finals or to the playoffs. And we take game 1 against Milwaukee. Kawhi goes off. We're down 3-2. No. Come on, we can force a game 7. No, we cannot. Come on, dude. We can do better than this. Chris Paul was their leading scorer. Kawhi went off. Come on, bro. Paul George, you gotta do a little bit more than this, man. It's just disappointment after disappointment. But it looks like the Bucks end up winning it all with Lonzo Ball taking home the Finals MVP. AD takes home another MVP with Cade Cunningham winning Rookie of the Year and Malik Monk being your sixth man of the year. Giannis is winning crazy DPOYs. And we're the third seed this time around. And I feel like maybe the East is just that competitive because sometimes we're the first seed, sometimes we're the third seed, but we are always top 3, it seems like. So let's just simulate the first round. We can beat them. Yeah, that's what I thought. We absolutely smoked them. Yeah, this is a 7th seed. I'm not concerned. I'm not scared. Yeah, we're making it against the first-seeded Brooklyn Nets. I wonder who they have. But we take game 1. Zion Williamson goes off for 40. That's insane. All right. And we got 46 from Kawhi. And, of course, they also have the GOAT, Kyle Kuzma. Oh, they also have Shea. And this might be LiAngelo or LaMelo. Is this Donovan Mitchell? What is this team? This is a crazy stacked team. How do we hold this many people down to this little amount of points? All right, we're up 3-2. Things are looking good. Zion with 50 points. That is insane. And we are definitely going to have to hop in the Simcast here. Oh, boy, I accidentally hit simulate through a game, and we beat them. We beat them. No Simcast needed. Only 24 points from Kawhi. And we are going to be taking on Ja Morant and the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's see who wins game 1. The Trail Blazers do. Alfred Payton with 27. Ayton dominating with 26 and 17. Ja Morant with 23. And on the other end, it was pretty much just Kawhi. All right, it's a 3-2 series now. And that's pretty much game. Kawhi was unable to take down the Portland Trail Blazers as Ja Morant takes home the finals MVP. I'm curious what he did in the last game. 31 isn't bad at all, but it's like 10 points. Paul George, 10 points, bro. Paul George is only 32, but it seems like he's regressed significantly here. DeAndre Jordan and Andre Roberson are all tied with him overall-wise, but Kawhi is still that guy at 31. Anthony Davis takes home another MVP. I don't even know how many this man has. Jabari Smith Jr. on his Rookie of the Year on the Heat. The Heat they have a promising future now. Dante Chaney is Sixth Man of the Year, and Giannis is Defensive Player of the Year. And we're the 6th seed, so it seems like as a team, we're starting to fall off a little bit. I believe Kawhi was on a 1-year deal. If I was him, this would be the year that I would leave. They lose game 1. Marvin Bagley is the leading scorer, and Kawhi obviously being our leading scorer. Paul George with 16, bro. Come on. You couldn't put up 20 points. All right. We're down 3-2. We have a chance, so hopefully we can force a game 7. We could not. The Trailblazers are just that team right now. Ja Morant is going crazy. Okay, Kawhi's regressed too. He's at 89 overall now, but Paul George is an 84. Overall, I don't think this team has what it takes to really get far in the playoffs, but, you never know. There could be some crazy Hail Mary stuff. Yeah, I've lost track of how many MVPs Anthony Davis has. Wemby is the Rookie of the Year on the Bulls. Isaac Okoro is the Sixth Man of the Year, and Giannis once again is Defensive Player of the Year. Pacers did not even make the... What? That's insane. They still have a bunch of high 80 overalls. They should definitely have at least made the 8th seed or something. They didn't even make the play-in. Whatever, let's see who ends up winning it all. My money's on Portland. And of course, because I chose a team, the opposite team had to win. This man wins Finals MVP. Andre Roberson is now the face of the team because Kawhi has somehow regressed so much at 33 years old. And for some reason, Paul George is a 79 overall. Well, he does have 3 years on his contract, so I'm going to just simulate his career. I'll show you guys if he does anything cool, in his twilight years. But if he doesn't, we'll just simulate to the end and see what happens. Kawhi finally hangs it up, being 11th all-time in scoring, and it looks like there's so many newer players that are from his time period that are really up there in terms of scoring. That's pretty cool. He's also 13th all-time in field goals made, 23rd all-time in free throws made, and 16th all-time in steals. The man was a beast. He accomplished so much, so many championships, so many personal MVPs. So I think it's safe to say that even if he was not traded by the Pacers, Kawhi Leonard still would have been an all-time great. Arguably an even better career than he had as a Spur. So let me know in the comments, what do you think would have happened if Kawhi Leonard was drafted by and kept by the Pacers? And of course, let me know in the comments if you have any other suggestions for videos, and I will see you in the next simulation.